Hey everyone, we're out at one of my favorite places, a couple of ponds, and we're going to do something really special today. I've done these before but with another brand, so I'm going to try this one. This is something, I don't know how new it is, but it's new to me. It's MonsterBass. It's another subscription box. Only this company seems to be only for bass and not other types of fish or types of fishing. So we're going to open it up, see what's in here. Apparently, MonsterBass uses only name brand lures, as the other one that I know of, Mystery Tackle Box, does not. They have their own brands. They very rarely bring in a name brand. And there's been lots of complaints on that I've heard. I'm not really that cracked about it. But anyway, we're going to open this up. It's never been opened before. I got it last week, I think. The seal is still on it. So we're going to open it up, see what it is, and then we are going to challenge ourselves to catch at least one fish. I don't care if it's a bluegill or a crappie or a bass on each lure. So let's see what we got inside here. And again, just like with Mystery Tackle Box, I am not sponsored by these people. I don't endorse their product. I'm just going to tell you what's in here and maybe what I think of it. So let's get started. Okay. In here has a fold out, kind of like Mystery Tackle Box, of different scenarios for catching fish, lure types, it looks like, tips for catching monster bass. Ooh. Spring, summer, fall, winter, I guess tips for each one, baits to use, things like that. So and there's even a 22-inch measuring rule on here. So when you catch that whopper 5-pounder, you'll know how long it is. Okay, in here is a little card, a little fold-out thing. Has somebody on there, and apparently she caught a big bass, 7.8 pounds. Hi and welcome to MonsterBass. That's what's in here. Apparently this is what's inside the box, I see. No overstock, no discontinued baits ever. Okay. In here is, well, we're going to leave this open and we'll pick out a lure. Oh, they give you a little tiny cute little sticker from MonsterBass. COVID-19, whatever. Won't say anything more on that. Okay, first thing I pulled out of here, it's called Chase Baits Wiggle Bomb. Little tiny semi frog tadpole, somewhere between the stage of a tadpole and a frog stage. They have a tail like a tadpole and legs like a frog. A Wiggle Bomb. That retails, well, I got a Chase Baits, $10.50 to $12. Okay. They're purple and kind of a translucent silver color. So that's that right there. Well, now the wind comes up. Okay, next thing in here I pull out is some eyeball head lifted jigs. Looks like for Not for Ned rigs, but oh, I can't even think right now. Anyway, those go for $2.50. That's what those are for. You can lock, and it has a little screw lock on it, so you can lock swim baits or a craw on it. So I never heard of either one of these, by the way. Either one of these companies. Okay, here is a Z-Man spinnerbait in a kind of a dark green color. Got a VMC hook on it, Colorado, and a willow leaf blade on it. And that thing goes for $8. So that's that right there. In the bluegill color, according to what's on the back here. Alright, the next thing we got is the Savage Gear soft plastic, well, they're saying it's soft vibe. Looks like a lipless crankbait. That's what that is. Savage Gear, made in China, in the yellow perch color. 1/3 ounce, 2 inches long. So that's that right there. And that thing goes for $8 to $9. All right, the next thing in here is X-Zone Pro Series 11-inch Blitz worm. Oh, that's long. There's 6 in here in the red bug color. That's that right there. And those go for $5. Now it looks like we got another one in here in the 4-inch Adrenaline Bug, same company. And again, the only one that I've ever heard of is the Z-Man company. This is a, what did I say it was? Adrenaline Bug. Looks kind of interesting. And that goes for $5. Oh, we got another one from the same company, the X-Zone Pro Series lures. This is the 3.25-inch Muscleback Finesse Craw. And that one goes for $4. Nope, I'm wrong on that. This one's $5. This one, the big long worm, is $4. So this one here is $5. And it is in Muscleback Finesse. Doesn't really give me a color. Looks like kind of a crawfish color. So there's that. And the last thing in here, of course, I've heard of this one, the Heddon Torpedo. That's that right there. That thing supposedly goes for $6. So, out of the box, there's 2 in here that I've heard of. The Z-Man and the Heddon. The Z-Man's made in Vietnam, the Heddon's made in China. Heddon's been around for a long, long time. So there's those 2 in the box. There are 3 packs of the X-Zone, an 11-inch worm, a craw, and the 4-inch Adrenaline Bug. I think I'm going to like this Adrenaline Bug. And these little frogs here from Wiggle Bomb, deep purple. These again are made in China. Actually, this is made by Chase Baits. And then we got some eyeball jigs. And those are, who makes these again? I guess Eyeball. Lifted jigs. Never heard of these. And Savage Gear. semi-familiar, but I'm not 100% sure I've heard of it. I see a little thing on the back here. It says YouTube. So maybe these are advertised somewhere. Oops, upside down, somewhere on YouTube. So anyway, that's what's in the box. Tell you the truth, not a whole lot different than mystery tackle box. The other box that I've never done is the Lucky tackle box, and one of these days I may have to try and get it and see what it has in it. So there you are. The challenge for today: catch a fish on, at least one fish on each of these in here. And the way I'm going to work that with these jig heads is combine it with one of these plastic deals here. The worm probably too long on that, but probably this Finesse bug or the adrenaline bug. So either one of those might work halfway decent on the jig head. So anyway, so let's get started. It's a warm day out here, and I do see a lot of bluegill right here on the edge. They may be in spawn mode. Don't know where the bass are at. I think they're probably already done spawning. So let's get started. By the way, and I probably should have said this at the beginning, I want to thank everybody for all my 100 subscribers or more. I've been told by YouTube I have over 100 now. I want to thank everybody out there for subscribing. To all my loyal ones that have stuck with me through the rough going here in the last couple of months. A lot of technical issues, some videos with no fish, some videos with lots of fish, but that's fishing. So I want to thank everybody. I really appreciate it. We're on our way now. So hopefully my videos will get better. I'll get more fish, go to more places, and everything like that. So thanks again for watching. And please tell your friends. And listen, if you're not subscribed, please do. And by the way, you are watching Bill with Fishing with O'Dad. So don't forget that, and there's a story behind the O'Dad, and one of these days we'll let everybody know what it is. So anyway, let's get to fishing and see what happens. Thanks again for watching. All right, first thing we're going to start off with is this spinnerbait, the Z-Man spinnerbait. It's got very shiny, kind of goldish blades on the Colorado and the willow leaf. So we're going to try that. We're going to try it without a trailer and see how we do. So I'm going to find some shade here and get started. So that's what we're starting off with. And medium heavy Berkeley rod, G-Shock rod. All right, first cast with this Z-Man spinnerbait. We'll see what happens. Still got a lot of algae on the ponds. Well, first cast, nothing yet. But that's just the first cast. We got 2 ponds to pick from. I like the action in the water. It's very straight, stable. All right, what we're using now, we switched up to Texas rig with the X-Zone 4-inch adrenaline bug. So that's what that is there. So we'll see how it does. It's got 4 little appendages in the back, 2 longer than the others. So we'll see what happens. First cast with this thing. Lots of frogs over here. This is a very shallow spot right here. Alright, what are we going to try here? Somehow I just don't think it's a frog day. At least not the time yet. And we got a bunch of Texas rig stuff. Shaky heads, that's what these are. It suddenly came to me. How about that? That's what happens when you get old. Shaky heads. And we could use like this Finesse thing on a shaky head. But let's try this little crankbait here. Put it on one of my ultralights and we'll see what happens. Alright, what we have on now is this Savage Gear Soft Vibe in perch color. And it is soft. I thought it was a hard plastic. But it is soft. It's very squishy. Very realistic looking. So we'll see how that does. I got it on an ultralight. Alright, about ready to cast this thing in the water. This might actually catch something today. Boy, a lot of junk in the water. Goes pretty far. Can't see what kind of action it has yet. When we get up here a little closer, we'll take a look. Thing is, there's no perch in there, so this is not a match the hatch thing. I don't like the action on this. Don't like it at all. It's got horrible action. Alright, what we tied on now, guys, is kind of a Ned rig style craw on that jig head. So I thought it was a shaky head, but it's not. It's just a regular jig, and the little screw keeper is just over the hook. So we're gonna try this out. Nothing else has worked. Well, guys, we're gonna try these chase baits here. This Wiggle Bomb says slow sink action, designed to give an incredible wiggly tail action on the drop, a nice leg kicking action on the retrieve, and a bonus weedless setup. Well, this might be the ticket. I think we're going to tie on head and torpedo. I do think, because this Wiggle Bomb hasn't done anything. and I have never caught a fish on one of these torpedoes. So I actually think I haven't really used one much. And I love topwaters. And now we're getting to the time of topwater action here. If anything is biting. All right, we're done. This was a challenge. We did not catch anything. I didn't even have a bite. I tried pretty much everything in the box except for a worm, and that was it, the worm, the long 11-inch worm. It was a tough day. A couple of things in there I'm not really impressed with, especially that little perch looking thing. I don't know. The jury's out on this one. As you know, I was led to understand that there'd be more name brand things in there. I saw 2 name brand things, the Head torpedo and the Z-Man spinnerbait. So I don't know. That's for you to decide. Looked like the quality was pretty decent on the worms and everything. They had good action in the water, very flexible, had good scent to them even. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was nice to get out and do some fishing over here. And hopefully here in a couple of weeks, when the temperature kind of evens out, instead of these real hot days and then it cools off, and real hot days and cools off, the fishing will get better. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and comment on my videos. I'd appreciate it. So anyway, I've hit the 100 mark. So thanks again to everybody out there that has subscribed to my channel. I sure appreciate it. Makes me feel really good. So anyway, you have a great day, and I'll see you out on the water.